pounds right now?
Not yet. I don't think so. Not right now. I just, like you said, we have so many people right now, and he's now, I'm not knocking him as a future fight I see with him, for sure. You know, I give my opponents or future opponents props because it just makes me look better, you know, for sure.
Why does everybody think like that?
I mean, I'm not gonna say like, oh, he's a bum, but why are you fighting a bum then?
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's so simple and people don't get it.
Yeah, you know, so I will never knock my opponents. Like,
but genuinely, you do feel he's a very skilled fighter.
Oh yes, yeah. Maybe top 15 for sure.
Right.
Maybe not top 10.
That's what I
say
said.
that.
Yeah.
Vergil Ortiz shared his honest assessment of Jaron Boots Ennis's current position in the pound-for-pound rankings, explaining that he still believes it's too soon to place Ennis among those elite names. Ortiz said that, in his opinion, Boots needs several more signature victories before receiving that level of recognition, and pointed out the accomplishments he feels are still missing from Ennis's resume.
I went to his his compounder's farm or whatever it was, and they said that more than likely I was going to fight Boots soon. I was like, oh shit, okay, we're finally doing this. You know, Oscar was there and everyone was there, and I'm just like, okay, cool.
At 154, obviously.
Yeah, because I can't move down.
So when Turkey and those guys said that you were going to fight Boots, was there a number thrown out?
There was no number. There was no number at all. The only thing that I knew was that, okay, this is a real possibility now. Like, you know, he was 147. I had.
Right now, the matchup generating the most momentum is Jaron Boots Ennis versus Vergil Ortiz Jr. Both fighters remain undefeated. Both are regarded as elite talents within the division, and boxing fans have been calling for this showdown for years. With their unbeaten records, contrasting styles, and growing reputations, this is exactly the kind of fight capable of creating enormous excitement without requiring much additional promotion.
That's as good a win as Ortiz or Fundora have, and the way he did it was very impressive. Then Vergil, then Fundora. Madrimov, listen, gave Crawford his closest professional fight. Zayas only drops to 5 with Josh Kelly 6. Murzalia 7. Brandon Adams with some nice wins in his career 8. I mean, I think these rankings, I like them.
Yeah, I like them. You see Boots, man, like I said, 2-division world champion, undefeated. You got Vergil Ortiz, of course, undefeated. He has a great, win against, Madrimov.
When Robert Garcia was asked about the possibility of Jaron Boots Ennis eventually facing Vergil Ortiz, he welcomed the potential matchup while expressing complete confidence in his fighter. Garcia believes Ortiz possesses all the necessary tools and abilities to win if these two undefeated contenders finally meet inside the ring.
If it's Vergil, maybe Boots has a different game plan. Maybe Boots trains harder. Maybe Boots takes the fight a little more serious. So we don't know. Yes, if that would have been Vergil would have knocked him out, would have stopped him. But Zayas and Vergil are totally different fighters, so maybe the game plan will be different against Vergil. So I can't go based on what his performance. I just know that Boots is a great fighter, but I know that I have Vergil that knows what to do and knows how to do it, and he.
With Josh Kelly currently out of action because of injury, Robert Garcia believes the clearest option for November would be a showdown between Ennis and Ortiz. From his perspective, there simply isn't another available matchup that offers the same combination of importance, competitive value, and excitement for boxing fans around the world.
Golden Boy, there's no other fight that needs to happen. That's the fight that needs to happen. I know Eddie and Boots had plans to unify, but I don't think Sandro Zayas is going to be available. I mean, I don't think Fundora is going to be available either. He already has another fight coming up. So the biggest fight out there is Boots.
As the conversation moved toward the financial side of the failed negotiations, Vergil Ortiz explained that he doesn't personally handle contract discussions or negotiate financial terms. Those decisions are managed by his team. Even so, Ortiz acknowledged that an offer in the neighborhood of $2 million would not be sufficient compensation for a fight carrying this much significance and attention.
Yeah.
I mean, is there a number in your head, though, that you would want, that you would say, this is fair to fight Boots?
I don't want to just say my numbers.
I mean, you can throw that out there a little bit. Some people know off the
Somebody know it. Damn,
the numbers are always wrong. They're always wrong.
Is it more than the numbers are, or less?
It's all over the place. It's all over the place. Yeah, they never get the numbers right.
All right, so you don't have to give me your numbers of the old fights, but what would it take for you to fight Boots?
That's it. I was trying to compare.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to compare but to make it make sense.
Meanwhile, Jaron Boots Ennis remained calm and relaxed heading into fight week, describing the moment with his familiar confidence and composed mentality. He trusts his preparation and believes strongly in his abilities, but every elite fighter understands that becoming overly comfortable can create dangerous openings for a determined opponent. For Ennis, maintaining mental sharpness is just as important as securing the victory itself.
It's another day for me. It's regular to me.
You really feel like that? You feel like as good as you did, and on the stage you were on, it's just another day.
Yeah, I watched it. It was okay. You know, it was a good, okay performance. You know, I'm way better than that, but it's just a regular day for me though. Every time I go to these so-called big fights, and it just feel like another day, another dollar for me. It's just weird. I got like a weird everything I do is like weird. Like when I fight night, I don't be having no feeling. It just be like, it's so weird. Like people be coming in the back room, like they be like, it's like a vibe when I'm in our back room because we be chilling, we listen to music, we be talking. You know, some people be quiet in the back room, don't be saying nothing. I'm back there chilling, talking, having fun, just enjoying myself because I'm about to go.
At the same time, Boots Ennis has already planned the next phase of Boots' career at junior middleweight. According to him, the main target is a unification showdown against Sebastian Fundora later this year, with December currently viewed as the preferred time frame. However, if that opportunity doesn't materialize, Josh Kelly remains a realistic alternative for Boots.
Well, if you listen to Boots, what's next? Boots already sound on Fundora. I think Fundora is one of the best fighters in that division, and Boots sound Fundora. So Fundora said he's going to fight Boots. So it'll probably be in December. Probably be. I'm just throwing it off because Fundora going to fight now. I think he's going to fight next week. Josh Kelly. Okay. You know, Boots want to unify the titles. You know what I mean? What I mean by unify, be undisputed.
Not long ago, Vergil Ortiz and Jaron Boots Ennis appeared destined to meet in one of boxing's biggest potential welterweight showdowns. According to Boots Ennis, though, those plans have now been put aside temporarily. He believes Ortiz's team allowed the previous negotiations to continue for too long rather than completing the agreement. While he hasn't completely closed the door on the fight, Boots insists they are no longer going to chase it. If Team Ortiz wants to restart negotiations someday, they'll have to approach the situation in a different way.
Now, he made us wait. When Boots got in the ring, said we were going to fight, sign a contract. And then all of a sudden, him and De La Hoya fell out. And now they all back together again. So what do you think that was? You know what I mean? At that time, they must have want to fight him. But you want sound him. You want someone come on in the ring and all that stuff. So, you know what I mean? I ain't said talking nothing bad about him, but that's the way it seemed to everybody now. You know what I mean? So he's...
Promoter Eddie Hearn also revisited the history between the two camps, arguing that Boots' team previously made significant concessions simply to get the fight over the line. According to Hearn, they accepted difficult terms because securing the matchup was their priority, but he believes Team Ortiz repeatedly introduced unnecessary complications before Ennis ultimately turned his attention toward larger opportunities.
Outstanding fighter. That for me is one of the best fights in boxing. You've only got to listen to me 6 months ago talking about that fight, pushing that fight, trying everything. That's a wonderful fight, but Vergil doesn't have anything that Boots wants other than a big fight and a good payday. He's not chasing paydays, he's chasing legacy. But there's still a lot of people that want to watch that fight. So don't forget, we accepted that fight and signed for that fight. Boots had to take less money than Vergil Ortiz because they wouldn't take it unless he did. Boots had to be the B-side. They said it has to be Ortiz against Boots. I said, why? No one's got a world championship. No, we're not taking the fight unless it is. Okay. They even asked him to cut his beard and not wear colourful gloves. All of the things that he agreed to do to have the opportunity to...
Now that Boots has become a unified world champion and significantly raised his standing within boxing, Eddie Hearn believes the entire situation has changed. The team is no longer prepared to accept conditions that put them at a disadvantage. If Vergil Ortiz wants the matchup at this stage, Hearn says the negotiations must properly reflect Ennis's current status at the very top of the division.
And now he's a unified world champion and one of the biggest stars in the sport. So, again, it's not a case of tough luck, we're not fighting you. We will fight you. But, as I said yesterday, today's price is not yesterday's price. Or is it yesterday's price is not today's price?
Yesterday's price, not today's price.
No, but I switched it up. I think it's important. I want to give you original stuff. You know, I don't want to just something.
When are you gonna bring him back? 'Cause the crowd loved it.
Leo Tank.
Yes.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, he's 90.
With several major matchups still awaiting final agreements, Sebastian Fundora made his confidence unmistakable by delivering a powerful message to every potential challenger. Whether the towering champion faces Ennis, Ortiz, or another contender first, Fundora insists he will walk away victorious and continue demonstrating exactly why he believes he belongs at the top of the division.
I'll beat them both. It's as simple as that. I'll beat them both. I think those are great fights. You know, great fights. Again, being on the zone, all of us now. I think that's fights that have to happen now. You know, you're seeing him fight one time and me fight one time, and then the other one fight the other time. It's like, no, we gotta put these guys together, man. They need it. Bumpez, you know, but it's gonna be exciting.
Former world champion and analyst Sergio Mora sees the situation from another angle. He believes the fight boxing needs most is Jaron Ennis against Vergil Ortiz. At the same time, Mora acknowledges that Ortiz's recent lack of activity has made it considerably more difficult to justify placing him directly into such a massive and high-stakes showdown.
Us because of this legal dispute. 9 months is a long time, Annex. People forget quick. You got to remember, we're in the short-term business. Everything's red hot. Everything's social media. Everything's this. Now, people need to be reminded, and we're not reminded because 9 months had to pass. A damn baby could have been born in 9 months. It's a lifetime, Mannix, especially in boxing. So Vergil needs to remind people again, and guess what that means? He's gonna have to fight one more fight before we get the Boots fight. This is what this hiatus, this legal hiatus caused. And this is why boxing can never really strike when the iron is hot. Because sometimes when this happens, something happens where one fighter looks bad, a cut delays something, an injury delays it even longer, or God forbid he loses. It was there.
Mora also emphasized that this remains the matchup fans want to see more than almost anything else. However, because Ortiz has not maintained the same activity level while Boots continued building momentum and collecting championship belts, the balance of negotiating power has shifted significantly. If Ortiz wants to make the fight now, Mora believes his path towards securing it will be much more difficult than it once was.
When you step out of the limelight, you get slightly forgotten about, and the other guy takes advantage of your absence. And like you said, he has 2 sensational wins. Like you hear it all the time in business. What is it? Yesterday's price is not today's price, or vice versa, whatever it is. One guy has advanced financially and in popularity, and that's Boots Ennis. Vergil was red hot, and he's been red hot, and people love watching Vergil Ortiz fight. But that 9 months out of the ring, and if he waits until November, it's going to be a year out of the ring. That is not going to be red hot anymore. That's going to be, oh, Vergil's back? Great. That's why you have to hit it at the right moment, at the right time. So I agree. I don't think you should pay the red hot price right now. Boots demands a red hot price. Vergil demands the hot price, but the guy that is not as red hot as Boots right now. But if they would have done it right after that Erickson Lubin knockout.
Roy Jones Jr. kept his assessment simple when discussing the defensive mistakes Ennis has occasionally made. In his view, Vergil Ortiz represents the perfect test because he's exactly the kind of relentless pressure fighter who can immediately punish even the smallest defensive opening. Against someone with that level of aggression and power, Jones believes maintaining complete concentration throughout every second will be absolutely critical.
He did the last time, Ortiz gonna finish him.
Wow.
So he gotta tighten up his defense.
10 steps behind you, right?
He gotta tighten up his defense. He
Eddie's...
gotta stop exchanging. I know he's faster than most. He's more explosive than most, but at the same time, he's shown in the past that he can get careless and that he's going out there just to fight, and I don't think when you get higher and higher.
As the discussion continued, the focus shifted beyond raw talent toward the contrasting styles these two fighters would bring into the ring. Barry Jones believes Jaron "Boots" Ennis has exceptional athleticism, adaptability, and natural ability, but he also feels Vergil Ortiz Jr.'s relentless pressure, patience, and ability to slowly break opponents down could make him one of the most difficult challenges Ennis has faced throughout his career.
What he did wrong. He said it himself, so he can fix that now. That's an easy fix. Don't go to sleep. That's the easy fix. I tell you what, put Vergil Ortiz in front of him and watch he don't go to sleep. Watch he don't go to sleep against Vergil Ortiz. Because if he goes to sleep against Vergil Ortiz, Vergil gonna show enough come at him. I guarantee you, put somebody like that in front of him, and I bet he don't go to sleep. And I put what they want to put on it. I guarantee you he won't go to sleep. Now he might not win, but he won't be because he went to sleep. He won't go to sleep against Vergil Ortiz. Trust what I tell you, because that's a higher pedigree. That's a guy with a better background, with a better pass, with a better track record, with a guy that he knows if you go to sleep, he gonna. So he not gonna go to sleep on him.
While Barry Jones praised Ennis for his impressive speed, movement, and overall versatility, he still gives Ortiz a slight advantage because of his disciplined pressure, technical accuracy, and methodical approach. In Jones's opinion, those qualities could create serious problems for Boots if this long-awaited showdown finally becomes a reality.
He's a big puncher, he's also very technical, and he can put a pressure also and break somebody down as well if he needs to. And yeah, and I haven't seen that from Jaron Ennis.
Well, I know we gotta wait until January 31st. But we'll actually let me ask you: do you think your approach to beating Ennis would be similar to how Ortiz could get it done too? Do you think there's some similarities between your two styles?
Maybe. To be honest, I haven't.
As Vergil Ortiz Jr. enters another important stage of his career and continues searching for the defining matchup capable of transforming his future, the spotlight remains firmly fixed on what he does next. Now the question is who should be standing across the ring from him for that next major challenge. Let us know your choice in the comments and share who you believe Ortiz should face next.